This is the Genie GZ3020N RJ. Those who intend to use any machine with characteristics of weight, height, width, length or complexity which differ significantly to the training they have received should ensure that they receive a familiarisation to cover the differences. It is the employer's responsibility to ensure that all operators using equipment are adequately trained and familiarised to comply with current health and safety legislation. Machine-specific familiarisation should follow on from basic training and cover the manufacturer's instructions and warnings, features of the specific model, control functions, safety devices and emergency lowering procedures. All of the above are to be found in the operator's manual supplied with the machine. This is a Genie articulated electric boom which houses a rotational jib. The machine is battery powered. The maximum working height is 35 foot 2 inches or 10.7 meters. The maximum height when the machine is fully stowed is 6 foot 7 inches or 2 meters. The maximum platform height is 29 foot 2 inches or 8.8 meters. And the maximum horizontal reach of the machine is 21 foot or 6.4 meters. The width of the machine is 3 foot 11 inches or 1.2 meters. And the length of the machine when stowed is 17 foot 5 inches or 5.3 meters. Platform capacity is 2 persons. The maximum load in the platform is 227 kilograms or 500 pounds. The maximum wind speed of the machine is 28 miles per hour or 12.5 meters per second. The turntable rotation is 359 degrees. The machine will not continually rotate. The type of tyre fitted the machine is a solid, non-marking rubber tyre. The weight of the machine can vary. Please ensure that you locate the weight of the machine on the serial plate to identify this weight. The maximum allowable manual side force on the machine is 90 pounds or 400 newtons, which is 40 kilograms. Maximum slope rated in the stowed position, counterweight uphill is 35% or 19 degrees, counterweight downhill is 20% or 11 degrees, and the maximum side slope is 25% or 14 degrees. Please note that slope rating is always subject to ground conditions and adequate traction. The floor or point loadings of the machine can vary. Please ensure that you locate the information supplied in the operator's manual and or the serial plate on the machine to identify the correct loadings. Main components. Number 1. Non-steer tyre. 2. Battery box. 3. Steer tyre. 4. Power to the charger. This will be between the steer tyres. 5. Ground controls. 6. Secondary boom. 7. Primary boom. 8. Jib boom. 9. Platform controls. 10. Platform. 11. Lanyard anchorage point. 12. Sliding mid-rail. 13. Manual storage container. 14. Foot switch. Genie manuals use decals which are indicated by symbols, colour coding and signal words to identify the following situations with the machine. This is a safety alert symbol used to alert personnel to potential personal injury hazards. Obey all safety messages that follow this symbol to avoid possible injury or death. Red. This is used to indicate the presence of an imminently hazardous situation which, if not avoided, will result in death or serious injury. Orange. Used to indicate the presence of a potentially hazardous situation which, if not avoided, can result in death or serious injury. Yellow with a safety alert symbol. This is used to indicate the presence of a potentially hazardous situation which, if not avoided, may cause minor or moderate injury. Yellow without safety alert symbol. This is used to indicate the presence of a potentially hazardous situation which, if not avoided, may result in property damage. And green, used to indicate operation or maintenance information. It is the responsibility of the operator to perform a pre-operation inspection prior to use. The pre-operation inspection is a visual inspection performed by the operator prior to each working shift. The inspection is designed to discover if anything is apparently wrong with the machine before you carry out and perform your function tests. If whilst carrying out your pre-operation inspection you identify or locate a fault with the machine, immediately isolate, tag and report to your supervisor. Please ensure that the machine is not used by anybody else prior to being repaired. Ensure that the operator's safety and responsibility manual is complete, legible and in the storage container located in the platform. Ensure that all decals are legible and in place. Check for any hydraulic oil leaks and oil levels. Add oil if needed. Check for battery fluid leaks and fluid levels. As necessary, add distilled water if needed. Before checking any batteries, ensure that you are wearing the correct personal protective equipment. Check the following components or areas for damaged, improperly installed or missing parts, and of course any unauthorised modifications. Look for electrical components, wiring and electrical cables. Hydraulic power unit, the reservoir. Look for the hoses, any fittings, cylinders and any manifolds. Check the drive and the turntable motors. Check the drive hubs. Inspect and look for boom wear pads, tyres, wheels, wheel nuts. Look for any limit switches. Check for nuts, bolts and any other fasteners or retainers. Ensure that the platform entry, mid-rail or gate opens and closes securely. Beacons and alarms. Check the entire machine for any cracks in welds or structural components. Look for any dents or any damage to the machine. Be sure that both battery packs are in place, latched and properly connected. Once you have finished your inspection, ensure that all compartment covers are in place and fully latched. Hydraulic ramping. Your machine may have hydraulic ramping built into it by design. This means that the machine may not stop immediately when a controller is released. Ground control panel. Number 1. Secondary boom up and down switch. 2. Turntable rotate switch. 3. Platform rotate switch. 4. Platform level switch. 5. Primary boom extend and retract switch. 6. Auxiliary or emergency power switch. 7. Key switch for platform, off and ground selection. 8. Hour meter. 9. Red emergency stop button. 10. Circuit breaker for electrical circuits. 11. Platform overload indicator light, if equipped. 12. Jib boom rotate switch. 13. Jib boom up and down switch. 14. Primary boom up and down switch. 15. Function enable switch. Platform control panel. Number 1. Drive enable switch. 2. Drive enable indicator light. 3. Auxiliary emergency power switch. 4. Platform level switch. 5. Horn button. 6. Primary boom extend and retract switch. 7. Red emergency stop button. 8. Jib boom rotate switch. 9. Battery charge indicator. 10. Machine not level indicator light. 11. Proportional control handle for drive function and thumb rocker for steer function. 12. Platform overload indicator light. 14. Boom function speed controller. 15. Jib boom up and down switch. 16. Secondary boom up and down switch. 17. Primary boom up and down switch. 18. Turntable rotate switch. 19. Platform rotate switch. Function test. The function tests are designed to discover any malfunctions before the machine is put into service. You must follow the step-by-step instructions to test all machine functions. Please note a malfunctioning machine must never be used. If malfunctions are discovered, the machine must be isolated, tagged and removed from service. After any repairs have been completed, you must perform a pre-operation inspection and function test before putting the machine back into service. To select the test area that is firm, level and free of any obstructions. At the ground control panel, put the key into the key switch and select ground control. Pull out the red emergency stop button to the on position. If your machine is equipped with a flashing beacon, this should now be flashing. Test the emergency stop by pushing in the red emergency stop button to the off position. At this point, all ground and platform functions should not operate. The flashing light should go out. Now pull out the red emergency stop button to the on position. Testing the boom functions. To test the boom functions, do not hold the function enable switch to either side, but now attempt to activate each boom and platform function toggle switch. As the function enable switch is not being held to either side, no functions should operate. Using your hand, hold the function enable switch to either side and activate each boom and platform function toggle switch. The descent alarm should sound while the boom is lowering. All boom and platform functions should be operated through a full cycle. Testing the tilt sensor. Pull out the platform red emergency stop switch button to the on position. Turn the key switch to platform control. Open the ground control side turntable cover and locate the tilt sensor next to the function manifold. Press down one side of the tilt sensor. The alarm sounding on the platform should now sound. Testing the ground, auxiliary / emergency controls. Turn the key switch to the ground control. Using the enable switch, elevate the lower and the primary boom into the air. Now simultaneously hold the auxiliary power switch and activate each boom function toggle switch. To conserve battery power, test each function through a partial cycle. Please note all boom functions should operate. Platform control function checks. Turn the key switch to platform control. Climb into the platform and ensure that the sliding mid-rail gate closes behind you. Connect your carabiner to the anchorage point inside the platform and adjust the lanyard to the correct length. Push in the platform red emergency stop button to the off position. At this point now, all platform functions should not operate. To test the horn, pull out the red emergency stop button and now push the horn button. The horn should now sound. Testing the enable foot switch. Do not press down on the foot switch and activate each machine function. As you are not pressing down with the foot switch, the machine functions should not operate. To test machine functions, now put your foot on the foot switch and activate each machine function toggle switch. All boom and platform functions should operate through a full cycle. Please note, to control the speed of the boom functions, you can do this by adjusting the boom function speed controller. Drive and steer functions are not affected by the boom function speed controller. Testing the steering. Press down on the foot switch and depress the thumb rocker switch on top of the drive control handle in the direction indicated by the blue and the yellow triangles on the control panel. The wheels should now steer in the direction of the blue and the yellow in a correspondence with the arrows in the platform control. Testing drive and braking. Press down your foot switch. Slowly move the drive control handle in the direction indicated by the blue arrow on the control panel until the machine begins to move. The travel alarm should sound, then return the handle to the center position, then come to an abrupt stop. Repeat this for the yellow direction. The brakes must be able to hold the machine on any slope it is able to climb. Testing the limited drive speed, sometimes referred to as elevated drive speed. Press down on the foot switch. Raise the primary boom 1 foot or 30 centimeters. Now slowly move the drive control handle to the full drive position. Maximum achievable drive speed with the primary boom raised should not exceed 1 foot or 30 centimeters per second. Repeat this procedure with the secondary boom. If the drive speed with the primary boom raised or extended, or with the secondary boom raised, exceeds 1 foot or 30 centimeters per second, immediately isolate, tag and remove the machine from surface. Testing the drive enable system. Press down the foot switch and retract the primary boom to the stowed position. Now rotate the turntable until the boom moves past one of the non-steer wheels. The drive enable indicator light should come on and remain on while the boom is anywhere in the range shown. Now move the drive control handle off center. The drive function should not operate. So now holding the drive enabled toggle switch either in the up or the down position and slowly move the drive control handle off center. The drive function should now operate. Please note, when the drive enable system is in use, the machine may drive in the opposite direction that the drive and steer control handle is moved. Always use the colour coded direction arrows on the platform controls and the drive chassis to identify the direction of travel. Platform, auxiliary, emergency controls. Press down the foot switch and simultaneously hold the auxiliary power switch on, and now activate each function control handle or toggle switch. To conserve battery power, test each function through a partial cycle. All boom, steer and drive functions should operate.